Rapha and the boys versus Psygib and the boys and girls. Should be a barn burner. I don't know, J-Back, log into tournament, you fucking guy. Not putting up stats right now, dog. We are loading into map 1. Whoop whoop. Nice, 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 nice. Whew, alright. There it is. Oldie has got the stats on deck for J-Back. Fuck out of here, J-Back. Coming in with requests off the hop. Fucking disgusting. Excuse me, pardon me. And here we go.
It's time!
Everybody loading in. Not sure who we're waiting for, but maybe Tully? I don't know.
Prepare your team.
Here we go. Chenzo, Phantom, fabfeline, rapha, demex, nubaeus, festiveturtle, and psygib. Let's start on the Gib It To Me. Playing the Athena here, he's gonna grab that shard at secret right away. And a little grapple to rail. Fabfeline comes in, takes the gauntlet to the body. See you later. Hits a rail around the corner on Chenzo and tries to grapple out of there. Only 11 health. First spawn coming up in 5 seconds rather. Rapha gets the pickup, and it's been taken. Sitting on that B obelisk, and there it is. Goes into B for Gib It To Me. Immediately contested here. Watching demex on that nail gun. It's a rail on phantomsnake trying to bust in. No dice, and there's the 2-piece. See you later in the grave for Phantom. Rapha battling around that obelisk. He's gonna take the rocket from Festive, and it's recaptured by demex as he sticks it back in. Some nice plasma there on Chenzo, but then Chenzo comes back with the rockets, leaves him with 6 health, and then Rapha's into him with the shoddy. Gets the pull and throws it towards mid. Hits a rail as well. There's another one on Festive as she drops down. Bang! There goes psygib. Festive's still in there, and she's going to go down to the 2-way. On the bend, it's going to be the slash. Fabfeline bringing that in.
Incoming quad.
Quad coming up momentarily. Fab with that slash trying to get over there. Taking a peek from Mega. 5 seconds to go. From distance, going to do some machine gun damage. 90 points on demex. Make it 105. But they do secure the power up. psygib comes in and puts 1 onto Fabfeline. And then psygib takes down Fabfeline. Here comes the pull attempt. psygib down onto it with the Athena. They have a quad nestling in near that nail gun. It is festiveturtle. Nice little low to high rail there from psygib coming around the corner as he's just hopping that in. 19% on the board for Gib It To Me. Rapha gonna waste psygib from bridge. He's dropping down a nail gun. You see on the X-ray there.
Defend B.
psygib comes to rail to try to defend that pickup, but it's picked up by Chenzo now on the middle tier. Gonna drop that for Fabfeline, who's gonna take that downstairs. Immediately finds demex with the LG. 11 health left, but is able to skate off of that position and into relative safety until psygib finds him from up high. psygib with the drop now, gonna pick that up. Only 30 points of health into HMG. Thinks about going mid and is gonna wait for the teammates. 3 enemies on bridge. Festive throwing rockets from, or someone was throwing rockets from the RL. Down goes the peeker. psygib takes that out. Fabfeline on the pad at rail. No rails left. Nice little rail there as he drops it onto him. Chenzo comes in and Chenzo goes down at the shotgun, and psygib's gonna bring that in safely. Puts one into Fabfeline. Bang! There's another one on Rapha, who's trying to post up that rail. And another one as well. The rail's coming hot and heavy here. Chenzo grappling around, and the Battle of Athenas goes to psygib on that one. 2 more come in, and he does some good damage before he goes down, but Fabfeline's going to get the pickup. 40% to 17 for Gib It To Me. Fabfeline tries to go downstairs. Gets rebuffed at that LG room. Demex comes through and gets rid of them. Nubaeus now picks it up. He's trying to barge back into the base, but he goes down on that staircase from shotgun, and Phantom's there for the recovery. 3 seconds until the power-up. We'll see who picks it up, and it's going to be the Athena temporarily, but it's dropped again, and it's now going to be Demex who has it, and he pops that punch as well. Rapha goes down, and A has been captured in the meantime, but with that protection, they should have a chance to repull here. Nice direct as Chenzo takes the Mega, but Demex gets rid of them instantly.
Soul taken.
And is now standing guard up top. Demex eventually gets the soul for the end of that protection. Little bumble on that corner for a second, goes up to the middle tier. Relatively obscured until he's not. Sitting on that bend, is going to drop down to shotgun. Not sure if his position's known yet. Rapha now sees him. Demex comes out from the shotgun, peeking. Rapha's there. He takes out psygib. He takes out Demex as well with the peeker. And Chenzo's going to pick it up with the Athena. Nubaeus coming in behind him to try to get rid of him. In through nail gun. He's going to throw that on to his teammate as Phantom with the reception. Demex up high, immediately trying to contest with machine gun. 40% to 32 on Blood Covenant, round 1. Festiveturtle battling up top. Phantom's going to take her out. Bang, there's a rail from high to low on Demex. He picks up the soul and then tosses it high, and then shoddy to the body. The thick one. Nubaeus gets that throw, and he's going to throw it towards Pyro.
What the fuck is this shotgun? It's fucking unbelievable.
Georgie has entered the chat. Souls drop for a moment. And psygib's going to be the one to pick it up. He's trying to just roll through rocket. Drops down. There's rapha to contest, though, and he puts the thick shoddy to him. Going to reroute through that secret backwards to grab that shard. And then through the middle tier into ladies. Not seen yet, but maybe seen now. But he's going to cap that quick and clean through ladies. And then bang, bang, the shotgun to psygib. Festive comes in to return that on the trade. But as you see, it's Phantom left to try to control this obelisk. Demex contesting with machine gun. They have an MG battle, and Quad is coming up momentarily. We'll see who ends up getting that. Chenzo's battling there. Festive comes in. Nubaeus is there as well. Nubaeus able to get him off it. Nubaeus with the pickup, but he's taking a lot of damage with the machine gun, and eventually goes down as Phantom does significant damage from that mega positioning. 59% now onto Obelisk A for soul searching. They are searching for nothing at the moment, but some more points to put onto this round. psygib comes in at the high shotgun, gets rid of one, but takes 100 plus, and eventually down. Demex peeking in through ladies. He goes down as well. It's up to 70%. 30% differentiation now on round 1. As Phantom backs out. Potential contest here coming in, and it's going to be Festive who's on it now. She picks it up and throws it. Doesn't throw it. She skates it. Found her now. She's going to make that capture. She streamed through middle by herself now, trying to protect it, though. Put in the corner, and she gets trapped there. Nowhere to go. Nubaeus tries to come in and help behind. Phantom gets the pickup down low, and he's going to doom punch that all the way in, looking like a young Mars 512. Oh my goodness. Clean shaven, prim and proper, just doom punching his way through life. Surprised he's not already back at Railgun. Oh wait, it's not Mars. But they're up to 95% now. It's looking like they're going to put this round away. Nubaeus on the contest. He gets the touch. It is briefly pulled out. It's up to 99%. Tossed high by Gib, but Shane's there to pick it back up, and Rapha's going to throw it back in. And it is a defend. They should get the obelisk, and they do. Round 1 going to Soul Searching. 100% to 45 on Blood Covenant. Round 2 will start on fabfeline here, playing the Slash. Usually a good contender to get that opening soul pickup. We'll see how it gets played out here. psygib immediately at rail again, and uses that grapple to get behind fabfeline. Stuck with that nail gun, is not going to be the one to get the soul most likely. We'll see who it is here in a second. And it's going to be Festive who gets it, the opposing Slash. She runs into trouble though as LG's there. fabfeline picks it up, trying to skate through, evades a rail. Actually stuttered on the staircase there, and it allowed them to evade the rail. And now collecting some health bubbles. So 5% onto Obelisk A for soul searching here. Demex contending from high high shotgun is going to take significant damage from the machine gun there. Gib's already at power up, collecting his thoughts on how he'd like to approach here, as they're looking for a push together. Two of them come streaming in. It's Festive and I believe psygib. It is psygib, and psygib's going to be the one who gets the pull after he puts that rail from low to high, tosses it off to demex, and demex is out through ladies with that doom. Slash comes in to contest, and there's a trade there. So demex able to retain his life for the time being. Quad coming up momentarily. Nice little railgun there on Rapha. He's the high enemy player, and there's two of them at rail. So fabfeline's going to take that off his body. See if they go to power up with this, but fabfeline drops down. Power up coming up momentarily, and it's going to be the Slash who actually picks it up. So it's Festive who has it, but it is put back into Obelisk A. Psygib with the immediate repull. Bang! Grapple to the shotgun. Nicely played by Psygib there as he soared through the air and put lead to the head of the opposing player. And there's a big quad shotgun from Festive as well. She has the soul. Only 16 health, but the wayward rocket from across the map lands into her feet. Demex able to pick up the dropped soul, and he is going to march this back into Obelisk B anyhow, and they get their first 2% onto the board. Thank you for the follow, Zebra. Demex contesting that secret as Chenzo's just peak firing rockets there. Eventually gets some help for the pull, but it's not gonna matter as Demex steps in and lays waste to him with that shotgun. Shotgun playing a big factor here early in this match. Two rails on Rapha, who's making the contest now, looking for the pull. He is gonna get it, but with only 40 health, hands it off to Phantom, and oh my goodness, Mars 512 unleashed! Triple X video, and down he goes at LG. He finished it like Mars, just like he started it as Mars. And it's Mars all around. It goes back towards B, but it's picked up and tossed towards middle. The bottom tier, and it's going to be psygib who comes through to pick it up. The dinks are going crazy on the LG, but there is a survival that happens there. Rapha comes in to pick it up. He has 85 and 80, and in through ladies he comes. Contested from Festive. She throws some tri-bolt. None of those connect. At the shard she stands, and oh my goodness, two-way action as she takes it from the nail gun side as well. Rapha here with a decent stack. Nubaeus at ladies. In comes Demex as well. See you later. That feline is laughing their ass off over something. Missed that. But we are on Rapha here. He's looking towards that mega bridge. 5 seconds until the power-up pops. Festive comes in to contest it. Nubaeus is there as well.
Protection spawn.
And who got
Your
it?
team has the protection. Defend A. Your team has the protection.
Well, psygib's got the soul.
Lost. Enemy
And
has the protection.
Rapha has the protection, I believe. He does indeed, so we'll see what he does with that. Leading 46% to 20 here. We'll see if they delay this capture or if they go straight in. Looks like they're delaying for the time being. And indeed, psygib has taken this across the map. He's all the way over at HMG. I'm not sure they know where he is right now. And now he's going to peek out of HMG through the bend. He should be spotted now as Chenzo sees him, drops down to shotgun, and he's going to skedaddle in from low shotgun into the base and the capture. Here comes fabfeline. Some nice shotgun work, some nice nail gun return, but Fab survives, and this should be a pull, and it is. Phantom gets the pull, throws it towards the heavy. Festive there trying to battle for it. Rapha goes down on the pickup. Festive with the recovery, and in she goes, and a direct to the body of Chenzo as well to get rid of him. Trail comes down as the plasma trail is going to protect that from a quick recap. Rapha comes in, and the plasma trail does work as she sets the trap, and Shane steps into it. 46% to 38 now as they tick up close to evening the score. Rapha tries to stream in from low again, sliding with that Strog, has some armor, but some nice work. And now fabfeline backing into Festive, backs that ass up, and Festive gets rid of it. It's back in there. 47% to 46 now as they take the lead. Festive continuing with the slash and low stack to do work here. Another rail to bridge. His low health finally. Rapha comes in, another 130 to him. Finally, Festive's taken off the map. Oh my goodness, Jenny doing work here. We'll see what happens with this contest. It's Phantom trying to get the grab. He's onto the obelisk. Gets rid of that Wally and throws it towards bridge. It drops back down. It's just sitting there at the top of this staircase with fabfeline's going to come in and scoop it up. 5 seconds until quad. Nice little snap rail there as he skedaddles in through LG and hits the snap rail. Quad comes up, and their team is able to secure that as well. It's Big Chenzo as we move to him, looking from high to low at that mega. Should get it. He elects to go with LG there and will now drop on a Nubaeus. He's down. Ooh, takes significant LG there. That's trouble. Throws the rocket blindly. Doesn't connect. Came close, but has this quad to defend the A obelisk now. Not doing much with it so far. That interesting grapple maneuver there gets off of that quad rail, and Festive is going to go down as well as another enemy. So not a ton of damage with the quad, but more than enough to sustain the hold for the time being. 70% to 62. See Demex and nubaeus there battling for the repull. Nubaeus falls down onto it. Demex goes down. Nubaeus gets the pull and throws it away. And it is high. And it's going to be Festive who gets it. So an effective throw as she tries to skate off of that area. But Shane finds her and Rapha kills her. But then psygib returns that one. Demex with the pickup now as he gets brushed down to the bottom. And is not going to get there in time. Fab comes skating in. Blades of Glory. And now Phantom's picked it up. And oh my goodness. Mars has re-entered the chat. Wait, it's Phantom. God damn, I love fucking roasting Mars. Holy shit.
Defend A. Defend A.
I just didn't know that anyone else was even allowed to play Doom on DM6 because Mars auto-logs it quicker than you can fucking blink. Regardless, Festive with the soul up high. It's 77% to 62. They need to get this back to the obelisk because they are in trouble. A nice little switch to rail there. She connects into the back of Chenzo, and down she goes as Rapha comes back and recovers that. But here comes psygib. Oh my goodness, it's raining rockets. And he wanted to use a grapple after that toss, and he double rocket jumped and saved enough time in the air to get the grapple and then made the grab. But the cost of health was just too much. It's re-grabbed and thrown up towards rail. Battle here. Nubaeus goes down. Phantom onto that banana is going to try to get into nail gun, but just taking massive machine gun. And Gib It To Me says, Gib It To Me. As psygib picks it up, protection's up, and it's going to be the Athena who has it. He's going to get that in, and we're going to watch Chenzo with this protection. 65% on the board, but a good chance to repull quickly here, having protection. Nubaeus goes down. Some help as well at the obelisk. They're standing guard. They're doing everything they can. And Chenzo's going to get that pull. 75 health. Throws some machine gun towards Demex. He drops down. It's running out here, and they're not going to get into the obelisk. They do get the repull. 12 health. Throws it to Phantom. Oh my goodness, the mid-air back and forth. Hot potato. Phantom gets it back. What is going on? It's like a lateral in football. You take it. No, you take it. Here, take it back. I have 12 health. Jesus Christ. Finally, they get it back into obelisk A. 83% on the board, but Festive trades a kill out there. Go to psygib to see what he's doing. A pivotal player. If they're gonna get this back in. Chenzo takes a rail in the kneecaps there, and the back end of that going for the top cap. Now here comes the peeker, not able to get that pull as quickly as he wanted to. Only 17 health. Wants to toss this off and says, "Take it, Nubaeus." Nubaeus says, "My pleasure, sir." Here comes the slash to try to contest that ladies run, and Nubaeus is gonna reroute. Route recalculation. Garmin GPS giving him some tips here as he brings it into LG, straight out into Bloodpool. He's been spotted though. Fabfeline finds him. Now he's up to Rocket. Oh my goodness, the Doom is there as well. Phantom throwing some wild rockets. None of them connect. What the fuck was that? Doesn't matter. Rapha picks it up at Bloodpool, but Demex now with the recovery. It's changing hands like craziness. Thrown towards the dub bub out at mid. And it's just sitting there. Finally, Phantom picks it up. And my good friend Mars, the DM6 legend, is back, plus a direct rocket. He doesn't do that, though. It's all railgun all the time. Phantom gets that in. It's 99%. Nubaeus gets the touch, but he goes down. They need to touch it big time. This could be map 1. It looks like it might be. And there it is. One to nothing on Blood Covenant for Soul Searching. My goodness, a pretty decent first map there. Obviously some tremendous work done by Soul Searching, but map 2 coming up now, which is their choice as a matter of fact. You see the scoreboard here, pretty crazy. Thanks for those who weren't here for the start. It's your boy CXT doing a, what do we call this? Is this like a matinee sacrifice match? 5 p.m. Eastern on a Friday evening. You love to see it. But yeah, we'll be going to map 2 in just a second. When we load back into the lobby. Appreciate everyone being here for this early matchup. Yeah. What's up? Tempest Shrine. are loading into map 2 quickly. I like it. Yes, coffee and maple syrup. Thank you for the follow, Enozi. And Nebby. I missed Nebby. Thank you. So here we go, map 2, Tempest Shrine. We are going to start on Big psygib, the QPL veteran. Takes out rapha rail, just spamming those snowballs like crazy. Or whatever that is. Phantom gets the first pull and throws it back towards Railgun. Festive eventually picks it up, but fabfeline takes it from her, and then demex takes it from them. Demex looking for that Obelisk A, and ladies and gentlemen, he has got Obelisk A. Switches to the world-famous plasma that he possesses, but Chenzo gets the immediate repull, throws it towards Tribal, and nothing doing there. So Obelisk A with 7% on by Gib It To Me as they get that Obelisk, which some people tend to prefer, myself definitely being one of them. This upper area is so good for defense, and as well this back staircase is a very nice area to hide out, especially if you have a Galena, which they do. You can throw some totems back there and such. See nubaeus playing the Galena. Quad coming up. rapha peeking in there. Head towards that quad on free fly. See what's happening there. A little battle. And it looks like soul searching is going to be all around it. And there it is. It's going to go to rapha. He's going to be the one that picks it up. Gets a heavy as well, so we'll watch him with the quad. nubaeus gotten rid of very quickly up high. And you see that area to hide in as it's so effective. As Festive takes out that rapha quad using that area. Luckily for soul searching, they still get it and they recover the quad, but Festive is back up in there and she gets the quad back again. So that back staircase immediately playing dividends as rapha made a swing and a miss there towards Festive. She used that machine gun to get rid of the quad from that back area. I think she surprised him with the first burst of machine gun, which not uncommon to be surprised by a burst of machine gun from Quake champions, as sometimes it takes you 100 health before you realize you're even getting hit. Neither here nor there. Festive with a nice little rail downwards on that sword leg, and another one downwards. Misses the second one, but psygib's there to stuff it back in. Looking for that Mega now, playing the Anarchy this time around. Throwing some rockets, trying to predict an entry point by the enemies, but they're all the way up to 74% now, holding down Obelisk A. He's gonna rocket jump up and finds one of those totems, and it looks like it's a super totem as well, so those totems are up. You can see what those totems do on this map as nubaeus sets up a nice little stack there, and psygib went to grab it. They're all the way up to 86% now. Throws it towards Phantom Snake with a wild rocket. Encircling the obelisk there is the slash. Gets the pull, and fabfeline's up out nailgun. And some nice little skating there as well. Finally out through the upper. And psygib's here to contest immediately. It gets in, but psygib's going to re-pull this very quickly. Has a nice stack, about 5 seconds until the protection, but he's going to go for the quick cap. He realizes how important it is because they're already at 90%. Not too concerned about the protection, and he has time to get back out as well. His team has the protection too, as Slash has picked it up, 97%. This is going to be a hard repull for Soul Searching, and it looks like this will be round one, and it is 100% to 3% as they dominate the first round of Tempest Shrine. After losing their own map selection, they turn it around and absolutely put the hammer down in round one, holding down Obelisk A, and it looked like they had totems up as well. Actually get a look here at Nubaeus and see what he's going to do with these totems. He throws one down there.
Soul spawn. Soul lost.
And the soul is grabbed, unfortunately, so we're back off of Nubaeus, but we did see where he threw his first one. fabfeline has this and skates through heavy into B, and is happy to take B, despite the lopsided score in round one with this obelisk. Although they didn't have much time to hold it down here. Here's Festive contesting from high charge. He takes out one, she takes out two. psygib takes out Rapha, and Nubaeus is going to get the pull. Has the stack, does not have the movement, and there's 3 combatants trying to hold off that exit, and Nubaeus wisely decides to take this high. And here comes Rapha to try to contest him. Nubaeus is getting contested from all kinds of areas. Feels like he has nowhere to go. Has the heavy up, but has to full shoot on that, and eventually they catch him using the peeker. They're all around him. He was scrambling for about 30 seconds, but nowhere to go as they circled around him, and the gang activity pays off as they get that obelisk back into B, and it's 16% now for Soul Searching. Battle for the power-up coming up. It's the first quad. Phantom in to try to get it, but he gets absolutely bodied. It's picked up by the Galena. She goes down, and it's going to be Rapha who has it, but he goes down. So it's going to be psygib, but he goes down. Everybody's going down. Chenzo finally picks it up, and Nubaeus says planned. Absolutely wasn't. And neither was that death as he goes down at HMG. A little peek there, 120 to demex. He tries to get out of there. A little scurry job, but scurrying in a hurry got him nowhere but the grave. Chenzo back out to mid to contest this rail area. See you later, Nubaeus. He's taking some damage from behind. Festive with that HMG again. Gets a significant chunk off of him, but the quad's out anyways. Chenzo with a 90 piece there. And there's the second one on psygib as he lands that on him and gets rid of him. 49% now as they're quickly returning the favor after getting bodied in the first round. Festive tries to skate through mid, and Chenzo says, no you don't. Waves them a tumble finger, and down she goes. Doing some more damage as well. Gets a back look there at demex. psygib steps in. He takes the 90. Takes out the gauntlet. And the shotty to the body says no. So no. The Kembe is going ham here. Gets the peeker as well. Still damage from Chenzo. Finally he's down as Festive gets rid of him. Pull attempt, and demex is going to get it. Says, here you go, psygib. Do your work, buddy. And psygib's going to take this through telly up to high. He's over to nailgun. Sees the enemies in there, and he top caps it instead of taking damage down low. Wisely done, but when he fell down, he took damage anyways. It's like a repeat of the last round. A significant portion put onto Obelisk B. A quick cap for 3%, and then immediately re-pulled. And now Phantom's trying to bring it back. He needs to throw this to Rapha. Rapha does eventually gets it. Throws a rocket towards that doorway. psygib with the recovery, and the rocket jump high. Nicely done. And he's going to telly through to the tri-bolt and two-step up that staircase, quickly out into mid looking for that protection. So they've got up to 10%, so not a complete carbon copy of last round, but it started off very similar. Raph over there, his team picks it up. It's going to be the Slash who has it. We'll watch her. 63 health left, and she's got a shard up to 18% now. Winning this map would bring it to map 3. You'd love to see it. Map 3 is going to be Ruins. A little trouble with the skating there, but doesn't really matter. Still a significant stack, and she's just watching that doorway like, hey, I can do this all day, homie. Up to 26%, and Rapha's happy to let that wear off, but it doesn't wear off, and she gets rid of him. Here's another bullet from Chenzo. He throws it directly towards the enemies, but they both go down, so the throw works out. It looked like it was going to end up in enemy hands, but it doesn't. And then Fab picks it up on the back end of that and skates it back in. Decent stack as well to defend with. Nubaeus comes flying in up high. There's plasma from everywhere. Nice little snapshot there as it lands on psygib. Down he goes. And one to Festive before she returns the favor, taking out fabfeline. Chenzo now holding down. Wow, direct rocket as he switches to that and puts it right into the kneecaps. Nubaeus taking some significant LG as well. And now he's going to focus his attention towards the back. Demex flies a rocket towards his neck, and that just misses. But he does avoid the damage. They're up to 90% now, and it's looking like they're going to return the round here unless a big pull and a protection, or sorry, quad might happen. But it's looking less and less likely by the second as Nubaeus goes down. Here comes Slash from the backside trying to get in. She pulls out the Gauntlet. That's not going to work. And there it is. It's 1-1 in rounds now. And it's Give It To Me with their backs up against the wall. They need to win the next round to force map 3, or they will lose the overall match 2-0. Here we go. Let's start out on Uncle Chenzo. Actually, I don't know if Chenzo's old enough to be an uncle. Shout out to his dad if he is in the chat. He was here last time. Chenzo's mom's boyfriend. A very beloved figure in the chat the last time we watched these guys play. Chenzo challenging that rocket side, and Phantom's going to get the pickup, and they're going to bring this to B side again. And last time they picked up this base, they actually did work with it, so nicely done for them to recapture the same side that they just won on. Obviously, no shying away after that first round on A. However, it would seem that if the opposing team does get a strong hold on A, they are apt to hold it. So far, they're not able to contest it all, though. It's 15% rolls over on the scoreboard, and it is not looking good early for Gib It To Me. Here's Demex contesting. Bang, bang, he goes down. Rapha was in the corner playing Peeker, but came out of prone and got rid of him. They're just all around that shotgun. phantomsnake's going to reposition high as we watch him. Take a look and see what Big Gib is doing. Waiting for this shard and some assistance, and now he's in looking for the pull onto the point, and he's going to get this pull relatively free of charge. Up the pad, loses his armor, down to 50 health, and he is going to go down to Phantom with the shotgun. It's just sitting there behind Nubaeus, and he eventually picks it up. There's going to be quad in a second, though. Nubaeus on the outer portion of that map, and who's going to eventually get the quad? It's going to be Rapha, and we'll see what he does with it. Not sure if he has intel on where the soul is. They may hold off on capturing this, but he sees the soul there at the bridge. Bang! Demex goes down. Swing and a miss on psygib. Here's the drop. Repositions nicely. They do capture it. You see Festive's out there, and this time Rapha's going to enter the A with quad, and he does not go down. Or sorry, it's Chenzo who's playing the Strog this time. It was Chenzo with the quad, my mistake. Rapha with the Anarchy is going to get the pull. Getting them mixed up because they're champions last round. Gets rid of that totem immediately as well. They're up to 44%, only 7% on the board for Gib It To Me. They need to make a turnaround, and they need to make it quickly. Here's a multi-tiered pull attempt, and thrown up to the backside as well by Demex. Some good comms there as Festive recovers the soul, and she's going to make a mad dash towards Heavy now. It looks like it's coming up, and she is onto it. There is someone playing towards that outer bridge area. And a nice little LG to rail combo, lands another rail before dying, but it's dropped there, and Chenzo's going to pick it up. Chenzo playing the Strog this time. And he's on to Nubaeus as well, so Chenzo's going to bring that right back in, and it's up to 50%, 50% to 7, and things need to happen in short order, or this will be night-night for Gib It To Me. Festiveturtle goes down. Heavy going to go to Chenzo, it looks like. He does get it, and Demex with a pull there, hands that off to Nubaeus. Immediately spotted out by the Slash at rail. The last time he was in this position, he tried to backtrack, but got encircled. Protection coming up briefly. Gets into Rapha with a thick shotgun, but Rapha's able to get rid of him. Has 130 health. Popped that needle.
Enemy has the protection.
Immediately able to restack, and now he has the soul as well, and it's another recapture. They're all the way up to 60% now, 60 to 7. Nubaeus taking machine gun tickle from shotgun to rail. Bang! Goes around the corner, and psygib gets wasted. Nubaeus returns the favor with machine gun from high to low. Now marching in to try to get the pull. Rapha gonna spawn on the other side, but says, you know what? I'm happy to take this Mega. Does so. Is doing on the other side. Just him. They are respawning. That's a pull. And it's tossed up high. Actually, that is put back in by Chenzo. So 84% now. And it's go time. It's all in or nothing right now for Give It To Me. Festive tries to come in with the trail. She takes some damage. It's throwing the psygib up high. And it's psygib time if it's going to be any time. He pops that injection as he drops it for a second. Chenzo comes in and kills him on the back end of it. It is picked up by nubaeus. He drops and pops 2 rails. And this is going to be reset by Phantom as he throws it off the map. Only 17 health. Didn't feel comfortable. Fab's going to pick it up and skate to the back staircase in through shard side. Does not grab the shard, but does get the capture. Doesn't need the shard. Fully stacked on armor. Swinging a miss on the rail. It's 93% now. Up to 95. They need a touch desperately or this is going to end. 96%. Here's the touch. And that's one down. It's up to 99%. They need a touch badly. Here's nubaeus. He goes down. And that's it. GG's are called. And it's 2-0 for Soul Searching. As they take the map 2-1. And they take the series 2-0. So there you have it. It looked like Give It To Me might put a stake in the ground and bring this to a third map after a decisive first round on Tempest. But Chenzo with the 144 piece absolutely pops off. 2.3 KDR, playing free-for-all out here. Oh my goodness, it's Georgie with talent.
A breach has been found in the quarantine zone.
So there you have it. A little 2-0 action. 45 minutes or less and we are getting out of here. I'll see if there's someone that I can send this over to, as my work here is done and I would like to go get some dinner if possible. But I thank you all for joining the stream on this matinee job. Matinee. It looks like Rapha's streaming. I'd imagine he's going to bed soon. Being the time that it is there. So, I will send you over to Janor, I guess. That's what we'll do. We'll send it over to Janor. Everybody have a lovely evening. Thanks again. And another win for Soul Searching as they remain undefeated. Enjoy your boy Jenner. Let me click this off. All right, later.